Another thing we're really excited about with the experience we've had with farmer field schools, which in the old days were based on IPM, integrated pest management, and how to get pesticides out of production and sustain or improve productivity, is now we're working on this approach to ecological literacy, farmer-led experimentation, to help farmers and eaters as well, because we want to collapse this dichotomy, right, between processes of production and processes of consumption, and kind of get these co-productions working so we can generate synthesis, right, between eaters and producers. And so anyhow, one of the things we've been working with is ecological literacy, helping farmers and eaters discover the centrality of soils in the organization of terrestrial ecosystems, to understand the biology and understand all the sort of hidden, nuanced opportunities we have in different aspects of our food systems that can make regenerative agriculture, regenerative eating, become a reality. And we call this the cocina regenerativa, the regenerative kitchen. And I don't exactly know what that means, but that's exactly what we have to explore, is how eaters and their food choices, the diets they incorporate for purposes of health and for economy, but also for culture, can become sort of an opportunity for regenerative farming. And so we have a series of cooks from Slow Food all throughout the region working with us, not just in these processes of ecological literacy, of helping people who eat understand how ecosystems organize and function, the centrality of soils, and how we can renew soils, for example, through the use of perennials and these traditional crops, as well as bringing in crops from other countries and food sources into the diet, into the market, and creating a demand that allows farmers to limit the tillage, okay, to reintroduce and create sort of these permaculture systems. Really makes things a lot easier for us and helps us limit the use of fertilizers, help us manage disease problems without biocides, but also helps create a demand and helps keep farmers on their toes, because organic agriculture and agroecology has been a big step forward, but we move the soil way too much. And when we move the soil, we interrupt the balances of organisms in the soil. We promote the oxidation of carbon in the soil back into the atmosphere, and all these things that consumers really need to be concerned about. So we ask people who eat not just to be worried about their individual health, but to also think about how, through eating and the existing utilization of resources, the wealth we have in food, can help us sort of rebuild ecologies and restore ecosystems. I think it's a tremendous challenge, but it's also a great opportunity to empower people who eat and help us become not just passive agents, but actually central actors in ecosystem restoration and addressing this existential threat that we have with world heating and the need for addressing climate change.